Welcome to Love Connection, where old-fashioned romance meets modern-day technology, where you hear all the intimate details of a first date. And now, here's the host of Love Connection, Chuck Woolery.
Let's get started by meeting our first guest now. She's originally from Birmingham, Alabama. She was married for 10 years. She has been divorced for 2. She complains that most of the men she dates aren't deep enough for her. And she says that a man's hairstyle is very important to her. Please welcome Pamela Otto. Hey. Hi, Pamela. How are you? Nice to see you. Well, describe the hairstyle you like to me.
Guys with like short hair on the side, long on the top, where it kind of like hangs in their eyes a little bit.
Yeah.
Not in their eyes.
You like that kind of
right
like
here.
those, you know, those brochures that Polo sends
Yes.
out? Those kind of guys.
That's it.
Yeah, that kind of
Got
Eastern, I just got out of the water look.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah. Okay. Going to remind everybody what happened yesterday. Our studio audience saw Pamela's 3 choices. They voted for one. Take a look at all 3 men again. First, there's Paul. He's a Republican. Man says he will not date a Democrat. I find that amusing. I have no idea why. Then there was Dave. He wears 5 earrings in his left ear to balance him out. Finally, Mike, he says that he meets a lot of women while walking his puppy on the beach. Audience vote was recorded yesterday. We'll get that a little later. Right now, Pamela is going to tell us who she chose.
I chose David.
Backstage, say hello to Dave Hildebrand. Take some at home back there, Dave, and Pam will start us off. Okay, Pamela.
He comes to pick me up, and doorbell rings. I upstairs. I look through the peek hole, and I saw 5 earrings staring at me in his ear.
Oh, he's the guy with 5 earrings in his ear.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
And now I didn't see that before. Yeah. And then I saw this like old faded T-shirt that, you know, he bought at Kmart. You know? And so I went, oh God.
So are you saying that he wasn't dressed appropriately for the date?
Well, he just wasn't dressed very nice, and I mean, I wasn't impressed.
So it was going to be casual. I mean, what did you want me to do?
Yeah, but casual, come on.
How did she look to you, Dave? How'd she look to you, Dave?
Well, I don't know. She looked a little bit old for her age. I mean, I was told she was 32, and she looked more like about 36,
Dave,
37.
I don't think I'd say that. She may have a gun or something. So now what happened?
So anyway, he comes in, and I look at his tinny shoes, and they were like really old and ragged. He must have worn them every day from the time he bought them. I don't know. I wasn't impressed.
Now, what are you all getting ready to go do?
Oh, we were going to go to lunch, and then we went to a museum. But we didn't really know what we were going to do until we kind of got together.
So where did you go finally? Did you go to brunch or
Yeah,
lunch
we went to lunch, and we sat down in the restaurant, and the waitress handed us the menus, and he looked at the menu, and he was like, oh, God, I don't know. I was like, what? He goes, I don't know. It's such a big decision. God, I don't know if I can decide. I was like, if this guy can't decide on what to eat, what would happen in his lifetime if anything like major happened to him and he had to make a decision?
Were you having a tough time ordering, Dave?
Oh, yeah, it was really tough, Chuck. I mean, when you got the whole 30 seconds to order, and she's already made her mind. So I'm ready to order. So in the meantime, you know, she's basically a waitress herself, so she and the waitress are like waitress bonding, you know, kind of getting into talking shop with each other. And I'm just like, well, I don't know. I don't really eat red meat. I guess I'll order something.
So are you like a vegetarian person, too?
No, not completely. I eat meat more out of habit. I don't really...
Well, what'd you do after lunch?
We decided to go to a museum because I thought, well, then that way I don't really have to, you know, it won't be anything romantic. We picked a date on the phone that I wasn't going to, you know, like him. Yeah. So we go to this museum, and I'm thinking that, you know, it will be safe. Well, he knew everything about anything. He was explaining me why the fuses did this and that and this, and I didn't even really care. He was blowing it for me because I was having fun, you know, seeing the stuff.
Well, what kind of museum is this, Dave?
No, it was a science and space museum and a natural history museum.
So did you feel right at home there? I mean, are you the kind of person who understands those things?
Yeah, I was very familiar with it, but, you know, most of the stuff was like 5th and 6th grade stuff, and she was just so, like, fascinated with it. And I was trying to explain a few things
basic
to her.
NASA launching package, that kind of thing?
Yeah, you know. I don't know. I like the architecture more than anything else. It reminded me of the Panama Pacific Expo in San Francisco in 1950.
Oh, I remember that one. That was
Yes,
that
beautiful.
So, well,
Yeah,
did you think you had anything in common, Dave?
I don't know. At first, I thought we were idiosyncratically very similar. You know, things that we have the same kind of like little things that set us off and get us irritated and that type of thing.
Dave, you use another word like that and you're off the air, okay? So obviously there's just, you know, you are idiosyncratic.
Exactly, whatever.
So now, what happens after he's talking to himself walking along?
Well, I told him I had to go pick up my son. That wasn't me.
Yeah. Well, you obviously weren't understanding the conversation anyway.
And I was really bored. And we start to leave, and he was standing on my left side, and I had my purse on my right. It looked like he wanted to hold my hand or something, so I kind of moved my purse to my left hand, so, you know, nothing would happen. And then he wanted to talk some more, sit in the grass and talk. I was like, oh, no, please.
Was this kind of like a philosophical conversation, that kind of thing?
He was having his own conversation with himself. I mean, you know.
And you weren't catching on to this at all?
No.
Well, how did the date end?
Well, we get in his car, we're going home to my house, and he's like jabbering away. I don't know what he's talking about. And he said some word, oh, that was, I don't remember.
Like existentialism or something.
Yes, that was
like
it.
That was it? Existentialism was it?
Existentialism.
I mean, I just pulled that out of the air. Are you kidding me? Is that what you said?
Well, yeah.
Are you an existentialist?
I was telling her kind of how I think. You know, I just sort of take things
Dave,
a moment at a time.
Why bother? Number one, she doesn't care. Number why?
Well, you got a point.
Let's take a look and see what the audience picked for you. Maybe they can pick out a guy you can talk to here. I don't know. Well, they got Mike, 72%. That's a big percentage. Would you like to go out with Mike and we'll pay for it and see how that goes? And just on the phone say no words like existentialism and stuff like that.
Sure.
Yeah, you gonna try? Okay, you try that. And Dave, you know, you seem like a nice guy. We've just got to try to find you somebody who can keep up with your vocabulary.
Yeah, somebody with more intelligence than an ice
Well,
cube.
not necessarily. That just on a different kind of deal there. But I mean, we didn't mean to put you down or anything. I'm just trying to put it in perspective. Never mind, Dave. Listen, thanks for coming on the show. I can't even say perspective. So anyway, listen, good luck with your date with Mike, and hopefully that'll go better. And we'll be back with another couple right after this.